So I saw this video on YouTube that had 280 million views, which is 3 times the amount of views that even MrBeast has on his most popular videos. So as a YouTuber, obviously this gets me very interested. So I came up with the title, I tried 100 life hacks. This one worked the best. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some life hacks that actually work very well. But I couldn't help but think more about the overall philosophy about life hacks. Why do so many people want to know about life hacks? 280 million, what makes them so attractive? And that led to quite a counterintuitive philosophy that I've developed about life hacks. And I'm going to talk to you about that, and I think that's far more valuable than any life hacks that I can give you, although I will give you some. Now, if you're the kind of person that doesn't want to hear this philosophy, then you are the exact person that needs to hear this philosophy. So just trust me on this one, it's going to be valuable. So if you don't know already, a life hack is basically some quick thing that you can do that gives you a little bit of benefit. One example here is when you're trying to cross something out, or you're trying to take something you've written and make it illegible. Instead of crossing it out with lines this way, you should draw random lines, and that's going to make it very difficult to read what you had written previously. It's a little thing you can do that gives you a bit of benefit. And I think I can explain this overall counterintuitive philosophy with some of these balloons. Let's imagine the air that I put into this balloon as effort, and the size of the balloon as the value I get from whatever it is that I'm doing. So this is a life hack. Just like that. What I'm holding right now is a life hack. I put a little bit of effort into it and I get a small balloon, a small bit of value. Now compare this to an airbed. If I blow this amount of effort into an airbed, literally nothing is going to happen at all. The airbed's going to be completely deflated and I'm going to feel pretty disheartened. But if I continue to blow, continue to put effort into the airbed, eventually I get something that's got far more utility than this little balloon. The airbed is meant to represent keeping the main thing the main thing. If you're a writer, your main thing is to write. If you're a student, your main thing is to learn. If you're a YouTuber, your main thing is to create videos. No matter what you want to do in life, there's probably one main thing that you need to be doing. Life hacks are small. Very quickly you get a small balloon with a little bit of effort, but the utility is nothing compared to an airbed. With an airbed, in the beginning it doesn't appear valuable, but in the long run it's far more utility than life hacks. If you take an ordinary person, you give them 2 options. Spend ages blowing up an airbed or continually to make small balloons. Most people go with the small balloons. Most people are attracted to life hacks, even though the utility is almost nothing. But you can't deny that with life hacks, there is a shred of value. There's a shred of benefit with 99% of life hacks out there. And that means that you feel like you're being productive when you're watching that video or you're implementing the life hacks. It's almost like you're playing video games, you're getting a tiny bit of value, but it feels like you're being productive. And that can lead to a trap that I was caught in for ages, getting stuck in just consuming life hacks, when in reality, you've got to commit to blowing up the airbed and keeping the main thing the main thing. However, there are a few life hacks which I'll share now that can help you blow up the airbed. One of them being Chrome extensions, or little things that you download onto your computer. One of them is DFTube, which can get rid of YouTube recommended so that all you have is search. It's almost like you're getting an ice cream, you're removing the cream and you're just left with ice. Now you can use YouTube for beneficial purposes instead of for distracting purposes. Or Newsfeed Eradicator does the same thing for Facebook. It gets rid of all of the newsfeed so that when you go to Facebook, you can join the groups or other valuable things, but you're not getting distracted by the newsfeed. In one of the links in the corners, there's going to be a full video about extensions and apps you can download onto your computer, little life hacks that are actually beneficial in letting you improve and, make progress and not get distracted so that you continue blowing up the airbed. I'm really taking this metaphor to the extreme. So let's put the first one into get in the bin. Let's put this one into less meh. It's actually decent because it can keep you focused on keeping the main thing the main thing. The next one is what I like to call the shower shave. This is a perfect life hack if you're a bloke. What you do is you get a mirror, you stick it inside of your shower. Now you can shave whilst you're in the shower. What this is going to do is it's going to save you time so that you can shower and shave at the same time, which is going to give you more time for you to blow up the airbed. Again, this is probably going in less mech. This is a good life hack, and I would seriously recommend every bloke to go on Amazon and buy a mirror that you can stick up in your shower. It's genuinely beneficial. The next one, waking up early. Waking up early is great. It gives you more time in the day, and it gives you more time in the day where you're not distracted. But what I found is that waking up early is probably a distraction. The best life hack isn't waking up early, it's going to bed early. Because if you don't go to bed early, but you still wake up early, you're going to be tired throughout the whole day. And when you're tired, you haven't got much air in your lungs to blow into the airbed. So the best life hack is going to bed early. That's far better than waking up early. So waking up early, I'd almost say it's a distraction. Sleep can actually be the most productive thing. You'll be more productive in the day if you aren't sleep deprived. Next life hack. We all know the importance of drinking a lot of water. I view drinking water as showering for the insides of your body, and if you don't drink enough water, very quickly you get dirty. That mindset shift and viewing water like that has allowed me to drink a lot more, as well as buying a massive 2-liter bottle. We should drink roughly 2 liters a day, so instead of having to remember to fill up water multiple times throughout the day to fill up your glass, I just get a massive bottle of water, fill it all the way up to the top in the morning, and I just know I've got to drink all of that water by the end of the day, and if I've done that, I've drank enough water. Another life hack that simplifies it, removes distraction, keeps you focused so that you don't have to think about anything else apart from blowing up the airbed. I would probably put this in less meh as well. Now, the next one, confidence. There's a ton of different life hacks that I was reading about confidence in order to research this video. Stuff like speak with conviction, speak slowly, put your shoulders back. And I think all of these things are kind of missing the point. Those things, with your shoulders back and speaking slowly, are symptoms for the disease of confidence. So instead of trying to develop the symptoms, go directly to the source and try to develop confidence. If you're confident, you don't have to do all of those little things. You may sometimes, you may not do those things sometimes, but you'll still appear confident because you have the disease of confidence. That's where you should put your focusing on, developing inner confidence, which comes from caring more about how you view yourself than caring how other people view you. So I would put most of the confidence life hacks in meh. You know, I do understand the argument that you can fake it until you make it, but I found when I'm faking things, it almost makes me less confident because I know that I'm faking it instead of it coming from a genuine place. Next life hack is the Pomodoro Technique. Basically, in order for you to get more work done, you work for 25 minutes and you set a timer, then you take a 5-minute break, then you work for 25 minutes more. I'm putting this straight and get in the bin. I really dislike the Pomodoro Technique, which is counterintuitive because most productivity people will tell you the Pomodoro Technique is great. I found the best work I get done comes from when I'm in flow state, comes from deep work, uninterrupted, where I'm in the moment and it's almost like time is passing. I can't imagine setting a timer and getting interrupted 25 minutes in. I would break my flow state and I would never be able to get deep, proper work done. Now, I understand if you're beginning and you're doing work that you don't want to do, it's easy to chunk off the work and it makes it more manageable than thinking about doing 3 hours of work. 25 minutes sounds easier. But if you're consistently having to use the Pomodoro Technique, potentially you're not doing something you love, and you should try whenever possible to do something that you want to keep working instead of constantly having to set the Pomodoro Technique. The next life hack is a habit tracker. Habit trackers allow you to keep track of all the different habits that you want to implement. And it's also very motivating to see that you've got a row of ticks on your habit tracker, and it makes you not want to break the chain again. However, from habit trackers, I would probably say these are a distraction. Most people have so many habits nowadays, especially in the productivity or personal development space, that they need habit trackers for their habit trackers. But most habits that you're doing are actually distractions. These are accelerators. These are things that may get you to your goal quicker, but they are no substitution for keeping the main thing the main thing. It is only worth doing these habits Once you've got in the consistent habit of keeping the main thing, doing the most important thing on a day-to-day basis, and 99% of people aren't doing that, so focus on getting that habit, keeping the main thing, before you start to implement dozens of different habits. Most habits out there are genuinely just distractions. Next life hack is having some kind of a keyboard autofill. If you find yourself typing the same things every day, there are apps that you can use that with a shortcut can fill in large chunks of text. I use this for the YouTube description, or I use this as a reminder when someone emails me with an offer. I basically say thanks but no thanks, and it's a shortcut to allow me to stay incredibly focused. There'll be a link in the description to that so that you can use that straight away. I would probably put this in less. Man, this is a good life hack because it saves you time and keeps you focused. Those are the kind of life hacks you want to be going for. The next life hack is to have 2 of everything instead of 1. So most people, they have 1 deodorant, they have 1 toothbrush, they have 1 of everything. And then when that thing runs out, the toothbrush gets old or the deodorant gets used, they think, oh, I've run out of that thing. Now I've got to go to the shop and buy more. And that can be a massive distraction. Instead, I buy 2 of everything. I buy 2 pairs of shoes, I buy 2 deodorants, 2 of literally everything, so that when one of them runs out, I can just buy it the next time I'm in the shop instead of having to make a special trip. So buy 2 of everything, keep 2 of everything, and that way you're never gonna run out. You're never gonna have to do special trips to the shop. It's gonna keep you incredibly focused. It's a good life hack. I would probably put it in less meh as well. All of these things that I'm trying to include are the good life hacks out of the hundreds of life hacks that I tried. But here we have the airbed. Keeping the main thing is by far the most important life hack. It's going in the superhero status. It's incredible. Keep the main thing. Think, what is my goal? What is the one thing that I can do that makes it inevitable to get to that goal, and almost ignore everything else? Think about it. Some of these life hacks, do you think it matters if the best performers in the field, the Elon Musks, the Kobe Bryants, the Warren Buffetts, do you think it matters if they do these life hacks? It almost is irrelevant. That's not the thing that made them incredible. The thing that made them incredible is keeping the main thing. So whenever you're trying to reach your goal, ask yourself the question, what are the few things I need to do that's gonna make it inevitable that I reach that goal, and almost ignore everything else? Which is why I'm gonna put all of these different life hacks and get in the bin. Some of these life hacks, like if you have a forced smile, the best way to get rid of the forced smile is to laugh and then hold that. That's how you get an authentic looking smile. They're good, but they just need to get in the bin. They're simply distractions from keeping the main thing. And I hope you've got the point of this video. Keep the main thing, and that's it.